I'm going to work my way to the kitchen right now and I'm going to show you a transitional dinner. Your body does like cooked foods. Whether you like it or not, they're not good for you unless you do the right ones. So I'm going to show you a dinner tonight to be able to rebuild my body because I just got done working out for about 2 hours and I need some refeeding. And the refeeding I need is I need some creatine. I need some nourishment in many different ways, and I'm going to show you my little dinner that I got going here. I just had put about, you can see, I've got about 15 little tomatoes in here. These are real tomatoes. These are heirloom, and you can see they're very small. I put in about a 1/4 cup of avocado oil, or, that tastes good, or some organic extra virgin olive oil. And you can tell how good the olive oil is by how it congeals in the refrigerator. If it thickens up like that, that means the olive oil is most likely real. I put about a 1/4 cup, about equal amount of olive oil as I do with the raw apple cider vinegar, and I'm using the Bragg's model that we have right here. It's raw, unfiltered, and I put a 1/4 teaspoon in there. I also put a teaspoon of, well actually I haven't yet, so I'm going to do right now, a whole teaspoon of Soleil salt. And let's see, here's my lineup of superfoods and oils and spices. And I'm going to put some nice green spirulina. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in. And this is spirulina that we get specially packaged for us and made. And this is really good. A tablespoon of spirulina is like maybe 10 pounds of broccoli. So what do you want to have? The spirulina really tastes good. I'm going to show you how to soft boil some eggs right here. I have some water just boiling, and I have some eggs that are fresh from the farm here. These are fertile eggs. They are not unfertile. Fertile means that these can have little chicks. It takes 6 days for the egg to be able to get its full chi. Then it takes 1 more day. On the 7th day, it gets a heart. So the chicken's very special because in 21 days, the chicken, as soon as it hatches, is eating. It's a pretty special bird. From a little tiny umbilicus to in 14 days it turns into a chicken. That's a pretty fast growing machine. So we're trying to get stem cells in our body. Stem cells are important to rebuild our structure. If you don't have stem cells and or creatine, well, then you're just thinking that you can, but you're really not going to be able to rebuild your system as efficiently as you wanted to. So I'm 54 coming up here right now, and this is some of the transitional foods. I have transitional foods like 2 days a week just to be able to refeed my emotional body. The emotional body is the body that actually runs 80% of your energy field. 80%. So if you knew that was true, then you'd want to feed that thing just a little bit. The emotional body, 80% of your energy field. I'm going to skip around a little bit here just to be able to show you. I'm soaking some of these seeds. I've got some chickpeas, just about a handful. I've got 1 cup of sunflower seeds, and I've got maybe a 1/4 cup of black beans. And I've already washed these out about 3 times. And I'm trying to get these little shells right here. They're like little white little shells on top of the seeds. And these are cadmium shells. And that's what we're trying to get off. Because if you ever have seeds and you get stomach aches, well, the reason why you get stomach aches is because the cadmium shell is still on there. So I'm going to use now fulvic acid. This is a concentrated form of fulvic acid. It is not the regular fulvic acid that most people are trying to sell you. We get this specially made for us. It's a pH of 2 to 2.2. And what you're going to see here is I'm going to put in 2 droppers. And as soon as I drop that in there, you'll see in a second. Get 2 drops going here, 2 droppers. And I'm going to use a little spoon. And you're going to see immediately it's going to start making the water black, because this is just taking out the final coatings of the things that I don't want to ingest in my body, because I'm not going to feel too good after I eat them. I'm going to feel all bloated. I'm going to get gassy. And you can see the water here is very dark. Okay? So I'm going to keep that in there for about maybe 2 hours. I've been feeding off of durians, and durian is a fruit that you can see. This fruit, go ahead and see if you can, well, just pick one up. They're about 4, 5, 6, 7 pounds big, and they're so sharp right here that you can't even hold them. And these have, you can see the size of the ovary or the testy. Cut off there. I ran out of film. Anyways, let me show you the rest of what I was talking about. The durian, like I said, has a big gonad in the middle here, and it's full of cream, and these are really super good. I have one meal a day, and I may have some fruit throughout the day, just a small amount of a creamy fruit, and that's cherimoyas, that's durians. I don't really have any sugary fruits at all, because it'll get me chubby. Okay, so I don't like being chubby. I don't like being full of yeast, mold, or fungus. So I'm going to show you a couple of ideas. I never throw the seeds out. These are the seeds of the durian. So I'm soaking these right now because I'm going to grow these. You can see that this seed is a huge gonad. This is the gonad of the fruit. The gonad is the sexual organs, of course. And so I'm going to make this hummus probably in about 2 days or so. And I'm just soaking this like I showed you before in the fulvic acid. I'm going to make myself a little salad dressing here. I put brown rice seaweed in this also. I put some dulse, and I put sea lettuce, some hemp seeds, and I put a little bit, maybe a tablespoon of living silica, and 2 tablespoons of the raw sachaichi oil, which is an oil that's very, very beneficial for you. I also am going to put in some sesame seed oil because that gives it a good flavor. And that's my salad dressing that I'm going to make real quick here. Now I'm going to make you something that is so good. This is a black rice tortilla. I don't eat wheat, corn, or soy. So I'm going to put that right there. And this is a veganese cheese. This is a dairy-free cheese, but you can use any cheese if you want to, especially if you're transitional. Just make sure that the cheese is RSBT free, which is a certain type of a hormone that they put into the cow's body to be able to make them have more milk. And you don't want to go ahead and get, well, puberty boobs again, because that's what happens. A lot of people wind up getting what's called gynecomastia, or just different syndromes that give you so your hormones are super imbalanced. I'm putting some purple onions on here, and we're making a sort of like a pizza without any tomato sauce. I'm going to show you also here, what I do is I take some of these jungle peanuts and I put these on the top. I'm going to show you just in a second here how to do jungle peanuts. All of the shells that you see in the front right here, these are shells that I just went ahead and peeled off of the jungle peanuts. Watch the video I did on jungle peanut snacks, and you just roll it between your fingers until you get the little pieces of peanuts. And these are sweet peanuts. These are real peanuts. You don't eat the shell ever. They will give you gas, and they will give you indigestion. And so what you do is you try to do them with both hands so you can work both sides of your brains. Right now I'm holding the camera in one hand, and you just get rid of all the shells. And I'm going to put all these jungle peanuts, which taste really super good. They're sweet, and they taste like peanuts. So If you've never had jungle peanuts before, you're missing out, because you've been having mycotoxin peanuts. And a lot of people that have peanuts and they wonder why they have mucus all the time, and they have just bad feelings as far as being head stuffy. It's because they're having certain things that really don't jive with their body. This is nori, and you can see, I'm just going to open it up real quick here so you can see. I only have a few minutes more of video, so I'm going to do this quick. You fold it a couple different ways, okay, and what you do is you just tear it. And I put it on top of the pizza. I'll show you in a sec. And you just tear it a bunch of different ways, and that goes on top of the pizza. I'm going to show you. There's my raw pizza. And I'm going to put a little bit of sesame seed oil on there. And just a little bit, just to not only give it some flavor, but it's going to make it so it gets more crispier. I'm going to put a little bit of Soleil salt, just a few drops. And I've got a misto. Get these from Costco. These are great. You just pressurize them, and you just put on a little bit of olive oil, just like that. And you can put any type of seasoning you like or anything else, but this is what I usually put on top right now. What I'll finish this off is with some hemp seeds and a little bit of sea lettuce and brown seaweed extract. And this gives me the best pizza that you've ever had. And then I use my hot sauce. If you haven't seen how to make your own hot sauce, don't waste your money and buy any more. I used to buy salad dressing and hot sauce and all that stuff. Make your own. The best way that you can get healthy is to make everything yourself. Every time you go out to eat, and I don't care where you go, how much money you spend, you're going to wind up feeling not so good after you eat. Oh, it's going to taste good. There's no question. But you're going to suffer. You're going to pay for it the next day. Okay, so some of the other lineup I have some Gopal's raw organic sesame seed tahini, it's called. Some soy-free veggies, and I've got some, they look like they're the ceviche. I made that myself. And also tapatio. That's not tapatio, it's just a jar. And I make my own hot sauce, and I use these organic coconut aminos, which are so good. I put these on everything. And I've got some hummus that I didn't make. I bought that, but I'm trying to really get my snacks in, and I love hummus every night. So I either make it myself or I buy some. Try to get the stuff without garlic if you can. And this is some of my food that I've had over the last few days that are leftovers. Different salads, raw soups, about 2 weeks old right there. And I'm going to love this. So I'm going to shut this off, and we'll go ahead and come back on for part 3. All right. Okay, here we go. This is part 3. I'm going to show you now. I put the eggs in here. I got them going 4 minutes, and I got about 25 seconds left or so. So when those are done, they're done. You put them under cold water, and you crack them open. Put a little Soleil salt and whatever seasonings you like on top of there. If you like ghee butter, put some ghee butter. If you like coconut oil, put some coconut oil. Remember, it's transitional night. This is a transitional dinner. It is not the super healthy, as what you would call 100% perfect for you, but it's gonna feed part of yourself. Okay, there's the eggs going off, and here's my pizza. Woo-hoo-hoo! I only put that in for about 3 minutes first to harden the black rice shell. Let's shut this off, and here's the 3 fertile eggs. We want to make sure we pour the water right out, and I'll put on some sort of coolish water just to make sure they don't cook anymore. And let them sit in there. Shut this off, and I'll crack those open in a minute. But those go in my little tiny wooden bowl. You try to use, if you can, no stainless steel. It's not silverware. It's nickelware. There's not stainless or silver in that in that utensil if you think so. I also use burdock root. If you've never used burdock root makes everything taste good. I don't care if it's your tea in the morning, salad dressings. It's medicinal, sweet. It just has a really super good flavor. Okay, so what I do now is I put on some avocado in the middle. This is off the tree right here. And we'll just squeeze that out. I already sort of smashed it up a little bit. One-handed, it's not so easy to do here. We just sort of put that around like that. And then I put on a little bit of, let's see, hemp seeds. Let me open that up first. Let me put the video right here. And I'm doing a lot of the videos myself right now. They're not as professional, but they're sort of like a reality show. Hemp seeds, and you just sprinkle these babies on there like that. Oh, look at that. Okay. And I'm going to also use some cumin. I put a little bit of cumin on there. I got a hole in the bag here, so I just put a little bit of cumin, just like that. Switch hands. And I also use some Thai seasoning. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. And then we finish it off. We put some sesame seed oil on there before, and I'm going to finish it off with our soy sauce alternative, and just give that a nice spray. And I'm going to put a little bit of my special habanero sauce. I made this with tomatoes this time and habaneros. I'll show you how to do that one. And that is a pizza. Okay, here's my eggs. And I've got my different foods that I'm going to go ahead and actually munch on that, well, they're just leftovers. But leftovers are good. Remember, if it's raw food, the raw food just gets better. Day by day, it just gets fermented. The fermented means that it has more probiotic bacteria. It's going to feed you more than feed what lives inside you. Okay, that's a quick video. Oh yeah, I still haven't planted my, you can see, this is the avocados that I've eaten over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And every one of those seeds are going to be planted. And let's see, what else am I going to have tonight? Just so you know, just to nibble on, I'm going to have some of these. This is my fermented veggies. Watch the videos on fermented veggies. And you can see the other one back there. And we'll pan over to this beautiful orchid. Look at that. All right, that's it. Another transitional dinner for you. Trying to do a video every day so you can get a little bit. I got a lot of information to share with you to help you on your transition to a healthier, wealthier, happier, and evolutionary life. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Important reminder. All information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.